Hello, my friends. Today it is my honor to be able to introduce to you our newest product, Ambrotose LIFE. This is the most important product rollout that we have ever done. You're going to learn in the next few minutes that there is nothing that's going to be more important for your life than new Ambrotose LIFE. This is a product that gives you all of the benefits that you were used to with Ambrotose Complex and Advanced Ambrotose, and a lot more benefits than that. Now, all of the claims that you know about with Ambrotose, both complex and advanced: cellular communication, immune support, gastrointestinal support, cognitive support, memory improvement, all these things that you know about as the approved claims that you've been talking about for years, you can still talk about with this product because the original formula is in Ambrotose LIFE, again with some additional benefits added. Ambrotose LIFE cannot be duplicated. This is important. And a lot of associates have already asked me, well, is this patented? Well, it's a brand new product that's just come out. You don't get instantaneous patents. But you know what, folks? Patents expire. But what we've done will not expire. That means we can protect your business literally forever. Why? Because more than 50% of the container's contents are made of 2 ingredients that are exclusive to Manitech. First, Manipol, which you know is our exclusive technology, and by the way, as far as I'm concerned, the most important technology in anything that Manitech has ever created. And in fact, as far as I'm concerned, the most important single ingredient made by any company, anywhere, for immune support. I know those are big statements, but I've got more than 40 years experience to back that up. So Manipol, which is exclusive to us because of our special technology, our special growing methods, etc. And AmbroGuard, which is our premium form of arabinogalactan. And AmbroGuard is so important, it could be sold as a product all by itself. And AmbroGuard is also what's called bifidogenic. What does that mean? It means that it helps your body to produce more probiotic bacteria in your gut. This is so important for your health because more than 70% of your immune function originates in your gastrointestinal tract. This is so important. In addition, by doing that, it helps with the absorption of important vitamins like vitamin C and vitamin E. You want to absorb more, of course. Another benefit of AmbroGuard, which has been clinically tested, has shown us that it's so important for immune function, it actually helps to improve the response to flu vaccinations and pneumonia vaccinations. That's a pretty cool thing to say about any nutritional product. Certainly a big advantage of AmbroGuard. So AmbroGuard gives you so many advantages all by itself, it could easily be an individual product, just like Manipol is sold as an individual product. Our AmbroGuard, however, is exclusive. It is the premium form of arabinogalactan, and we have an exclusive agreement with the manufacturer that they will not sell this absolutely top form to anyone except Manitech. So when you get those 2 ingredients being more than 50% of every container, you have a product that cannot be duplicated. End of story. It just can't be duplicated. This protects your business. Well, it all started with Manipol. Manipol, what I call the king of glycans. Now, just to be clear for you, back in 1996, Manitech coined the word glyconutrient. So that's a commercial term created by Manitech. Glyconutrient, unfortunately, is not a scientific term. So when you're talking to a scientist and you say glyconutrient, they may say, well, what are you talking about? The scientific term is glycan. So you will hear me all the time, I will say glycan and glyconutrient together so that both audiences understand. So the king of glycans, that's Manipol. Manipol is our exclusive because of our technology. This is something that was discovered by our first chief of science when he was asked to find out what is it in the aloe vera plant that makes aloe do what we all know it does. The ingredient is trademarked as mannopol. It is a form of mannose, a type of plant saccharide. And saccharide is the scientific word for sugar. Okay? Now, it's not like table sugar. You're going to find that it doesn't taste good, doesn't have any sweet, wonderful flavor to it. And in fact, what you'll find is that there are more than 200 known plant saccharides or plant sugars that don't raise your blood sugar and they don't taste good. All right, so don't worry about that. This mannose, which is also known as ace-mannan, has a very high atomic weight. This is important. It's important for its function. As I always say, structure equals function. So the structure, the weight, and all of that refers to how it's going to function in your body. You want a mannose that is very dense, very heavy, and ours has an atomic weight of 1.6 million Daltons. Now, if you're not a scientist, you might not be excited about it, as I am, okay? But let me put it to you this way. If you harvest mannose from aloe, just standard, ordinary mannose from aloe, that hasn't gone through the scientific process that we use, you're going to have an atomic weight of about somewhere between 380,000 and maybe 400,000 Daltons. Now do the math. 400,000 Daltons for ordinary, standard, run-of-the-mill aloe, or 1.6 million Daltons for mannopol. Can you see the difference here? This is important stuff. Mannopol by itself is a product sold by itself because it's so powerful and so important. And yeah, it is expensive. There's no question about that. But there's a reason it's expensive. I want you to understand that mannopol has been third-party tested. Don't just take my word for it. It's been third-party tested. It has the highest level of polysaccharides of any of the leading ace-mannan products on the market. That's important. More polysaccharide is better. That's what you want. And for any of you who understand glyconutrients, then you know that that's the case. So with this in mind, you have something that has been harvested in a very special way. In fact, our grower in Costa Rica, and by the way, I should tell you that Costa Rica is just about the ideal place to grow aloe. Aloe grows all over the world, by the way. But there are different types of aloe that give you different yields depending on where it's grown, what the soil content is, what the temperature is, rainfall, sunlight, all that kind of stuff. If you're going to grow aloe, Costa Rica is just about the place to go. In fact, I couldn't think of a better place to grow it in terms of temperature, rainfall, sunlight, and our aloe fields are all in volcanic soil, which gives you a much richer yield of the mannose as well. That's important. Well, our grower has been growing aloe for almost 25 years. They've been crossbreeding aloe plants, so they'll identify one plant that has more mannose and they'll crossbreed that with another plant that has more mannose, creating what I call a sort of super aloe. So this is even more powerful in terms of its yield of mannose for us. And then, of course, during this process, we produce what's referred to as allopectin. I'm going to talk more about pectin in the next few minutes. Pectin has some interesting properties, and you'll find it in various plant sources. Pectin can help your body to detoxify. And pectin, its effectiveness depends very largely on the method used to extract it from the source. Because of the very specialized method that we use to extract our mannose from aloe, it yields a pectin which also is exceptional, truly exceptional. That's another benefit that we have really never talked about before with our product, and well, you probably should tell people about that because it's a real benefit. So this product is also grown in an area that has a zero carbon footprint, so we're not worried about pollution. Why is this important? Aloe absorbs toxin. If you put an aloe plant in a room in your house and there's toxin in the air in your house, which there is, of course, it will absorb toxin into the plant. If you grow aloe in a place that has a lot of air pollution, your aloe is going to absorb the toxin. Now, this will come as a shock to a lot of people, but the majority of aloe grown and sold planet-wide is grown in China. There are some places in China where the air is so bad that people have to wear masks, where you can barely see a few feet in front of you. That's how bad the air is. You don't want to grow aloe there. But the majority of the aloe sold around the world is in fact grown there. Why? Because it's cheaper. And that's what they're concerned about. Manitech has never been concerned with sparing expense. We want to have the best ingredients, the best product, always. So just as I mentioned about arabinogalactan or AmbroGuard, just as that can help you with absorption of nutrients, like important vitamins like vitamin C and vitamin E, Manipul does that as well. So you have this other benefit from Manipul, and plus the immune support benefits, and Manipul is an immunomodulator. Now what that means is that if your immune system is too high, and some people have conditions where that's the case, you want to bring it down to normal. Say my left hand is normal, and now this is not normal, okay? We want to bring that down to normal. That's called immunomodulation. Some people have immune systems that are too weak, and they need to be stimulated or brought up to normal. Not above or below normal. Normal is the goal. That's what you want. And Manipul is the best immunomodulatory substance that I have seen in my 40-year career. In my practice, I never saw anything like Manipul. In fact, it was Manipul that actually caught my attention with Manitech and eventually convinced me to close my practice and devote my life to supporting Manitech and telling the world about Manipul and our other important products. So Ambrotose LIFE has twice as much Manipul as advanced Ambrotose. Now that's powerful stuff. Manipul's expensive. It takes 660 kilograms of aloe leaf to make 1 kilogram of Manipul. Think about that for a minute. So it's expensive, yes it is. But it takes 660 kilograms. Now, for Americans, a kilogram is about 2.2 pounds. Do the math. This is huge. Imagine this huge stack of aloe leaves to make 2.2 pounds or 1 kilogram of Manipul. It's expensive, but the process, that's the way it has to work. It's worth every penny and more. The more Manipul you have, the better off you're going to be. As far as I'm concerned, that's always the answer, more Manipul. Do we have to worry about any issues? Could I take too much? Well, we've never tested it above ridiculously high levels, okay? So in other words, you probably could never eat enough to exceed our toxicity testing that we've done. I mean, you just couldn't, and we don't recommend it anyway. Because all you're going to need is to do your recommended serving on the label. Most of you are going to have fabulous results. By the way, I should talk a little bit about the scoop size or serving size of Ambrotose LIFE. Now, we have always recommended 4 grams daily, or 2 grams twice daily is our typical recommendation. So each of these scoops, if it's heaping, is going to be about 2 grams. And then 2 of those will be about 4 grams. Why do we say that on the label? Because our claims are based on our studies, and our studies have always been based on 4 grams. Well, guess what? This new product is so much better that if you use a level scoop, which will be around 1.6, 1.7 grams, right in that area, that level scoop should be enough to get the job done. And if you do a level scoop twice a day, that container is going to last you 30 days. One of the questions that's come up about Ambrotose LIFE is the glucosamine. I want you to understand that Ambrotose LIFE is vegan friendly. Ambrotose complex was not, only because there was one ingredient in Ambrotose complex which was not from a plant. That one ingredient was glucosamine. At the time that we made Ambrotose complex, there wasn't a way for us to get glucosamine from a plant and be effective about it. Well, later on, that technology was invented, and that's why in advanced Ambrotose you have plant-sourced glucosamine, but in complex you still have shellfish-sourced glucosamine. In Ambrotose LIFE, it's plant source. So Ambrotose LIFE is vegan-friendly, vegetarian-friendly, and it's also kosher. And we've had many people in different parts of the world that have said, we want an Ambrotose that's kosher. Well, now you have one. Really, there's no reason not. I mean, you can't think of a reason that we didn't look at in our research to make Ambrotose LIFE. In fact, when we made this product, we've been working on this for about 2 years with our entire research and development staff and the members of my Global Scientific Advisory Board. And we've been looking at how to answer your questions, your requests, your concerns. And I think we've done it. We've gone down the list, and I think we've hit them all. So everybody can use Ambrotose LIFE, everybody. No more questions about that. It's vegan-friendly, it's kosher, it has everything that the old products had, and still have, and in addition, new things that I haven't told you about yet, that make the product even better. One of the questions that always came up, especially with Ambrotose complexes, this stuff doesn't mix in water very well. Can you make it go into solution better? We've done it. Ambrotose LIFE goes into solution very easily. Well, also there's the question about the Wakame. Now, I've already talked about immunomodulation and manopole. It's the manopole that makes the difference for immunomodulation. And we've had some folks who said, well, you know, I do very well on Ambrotose complex, which doesn't have Wakame, but I don't do very well on advanced, which does have Wakame. And we've heard the opposite as well, okay? Wakame is not the issue. Wakame provides you with fucoidins, or you might say fucose, which are good for your immune system. It really helps you with immune support. So what is Wakame? Well, it's a triple refined form of this seaweed. The botanical name is Undaria. So you may have seen it that way on labels or in literature. But Wakame is the common name. Because it contains fucoidins and some mannose, by the way, different mannose than what we get as manopole, but still it's important for your immune system. This is used by a lot of people, especially in Asia, who consume Wakame as a food because it is good for your immune system, so it's a traditional food for them to eat. In the refining process, science will allow us to refine the material a maximum of 3 times. Every time you refine it, there's another expense. And every time you refine it, you are separating away the materials which are not fucoidins, and you're concentrating the amount of fucoidins per gram. So each time you run the refining process, you increase the percentage of fucoidins by weight, making a more potent, more effective immune support product. Now, we are the only company that I know of on planet Earth that does triple refinement. Most companies refine it once because they know that their consumers won't know the difference and they don't want to pay the extra money. But we spare no expense with that. We do it 3 times because that's the maximum science will allow, giving you the purest form of fucoidins from Wakame that you can get anywhere. That's pretty cool and a real benefit as well. And that's why we put that in Ambrotose LIFE. Another huge benefit in this product is our formulation base. Complex and advanced, the base of the formula is rice starch. Always has been. The base of Ambrotose LIFE is stabilized rice bran. Now, that may sound familiar to some of you because that's also the base of our product called Nutriveris. Why did we use it? Well, we thought we can make this product so much better if we swap out the rice starch for stabilized rice bran. Rice bran is so nutritionally dense. It really is one of the most nutritionally dense foods in the world. And it's stabilized using enzymes. That's a really cool way to do it. Stabilized Rice Bran has more than 100 different antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, plant sterols, even omegas are in there. So this is an amazing nutritional value all by itself, and it's now the base of the formulation. So you have these additional benefits with Ambrotose Life as well. It just keeps getting better. There's more for us to talk about as well. Many of you use our product called True Pure. And in fact, True Pure sales have pretty much astounded us. In fact, True Pure sells more product than the True Health System. So a lot of people obviously see the benefit in a total cellular body cleanse. That's what we designed True Pure for. Now, you know that True Pure tastes great too, right? It's got a great citrus flavor that virtually everybody loves. Well, that is our sort of general total cellular cleanse. Ambrotose Life, however, provides you with 2 new ingredients that you've not seen in previous Ambrotose products. And these 2 new ingredients help your body to cleanse. One of them is modified citrus pectin, or MCP is the way you'll see it most of the time. Now, it's called modified citrus pectin because it has to be modified so you can use it. Let me explain. If you were to open up the peel of an orange, let's say, and look under a bright light, you'll see strands of fiber on the inside of the orange peel. Those strands of fiber contain long-chain polysaccharides. Remember, more polysaccharide, the better it is. So we looked at a way to open up those strands, because humans don't digest orange rinds very well, right? So we open up those strands, that's the modification. And the citrus pectin is the polysaccharide inside of the strand. So modified citrus pectin. What does it do? Well, it has immune support properties all by itself, and in fact there are companies that sell modified citrus pectin, lesser grades than ours by the way, because the way you extract a pectin significantly affects how the pectin will perform in your body. And not everybody does a whole lot of work making sure that their pectins are the best you can get. So we have a special MCP that has been clinically tested and shown to do exactly what we say. That's pretty cool by itself, and certainly different than you're going to find in most of our competitors. And some associates who have seen the MCP in the product, they've said to me, well, is that the same that we have in Immunostart? Well, we do have modified citrus pectin in Immunostart, which is our dedicated immune support product. But it's not the same as the MCP that we've put in Ambrotose Life. This MCP is a very special clinically tested form. Yeah, it costs a little bit more for this, but it's worth every penny in terms of its effect and support for your health. MCPs, besides the general immune support, also offer you support with cleansing your body. That's super important because, well, we live on a toxic planet. And some of you remember the book that I wrote called How to Survive on a Toxic Planet, where I talked about the tens of thousands of chemicals which have been made by industry since the year 1930. Tens of thousands of chemicals that never existed on planet Earth before the age of synthetic chemistry, which started around 1930. There are now chemicals that are found at the North Pole, the South Pole, and everywhere in between. Do not fool yourself into thinking that, well, the sky looks pretty, there must not be any pollution. The majority of chemicals that are known to be less than healthy, most of these chemicals are things that the human body cannot detect. Why? Because they're unnatural to the planet. They don't belong here. They've been created by synthetic chemists. Chemicals that don't belong on the planet, that means they don't belong in you. Well, that means they're not good for your health. And tens of thousands of these chemicals that exist now. Farm pesticides as an example. Scientists have documented farm pesticide at the North Pole. There are no farms at the North Pole. And you'd say, how'd this stuff get to the North Pole? Weather systems. So the weather is moving around the planet 24 hours a day. It has to. That's part of how life continues itself on this planet. But as this stuff is moving around the planet, it's taking toxins with it everywhere it goes. So everywhere that weather goes, toxins can go, including the North Pole. Scientists have confirmed farm pesticide in the fatty tissues of penguins at the South Pole. Don't fool yourself into thinking that you live somewhere where this stuff doesn't exist, because folks, if you're on this planet, you're exposed. That's it. So you want to do everything you can to support your immune system in the most efficient way you can, and always look to be cleansing your body on a very regular basis because of these chemicals. In addition to that, we have something called sodium alginate. Now, as you hear this, a lot of people say, gosh, what's that? That doesn't sound like it's healthy. That sounds like some kind of weird chemical or something. Let me explain, because a lot of people simply, and I don't expect everyone to understand anyway, but a lot of people simply don't understand the way things are named in science. So, rather than going through all that, let me tell you what sodium alginate is and isn't. What it isn't is table salt. Don't worry about that, all right? Sodium alginate is a salt of something called alginic acid. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Actually, it's very good. In brown algae, in the cell wall of brown algae, which of course brown algae is a plant, you have something called alginic acid. Alginic acid is a type of polysaccharide. Again, more polysaccharides, the better, right? So in this case, we're extracting alginic acid, which is a type of polysaccharide, from the cell wall of this plant, so it's plant sourced, the alginic acid, and that acts as a chelator. Well, what does that mean? Chelators attract metal. And right now, again, there are a lot of people on planet Earth that have concerns about certain metals in their body that shouldn't be there. And we know that there are products being sold around the world which are simply alginic acid, nothing else. And these alginic acid products are sold for only one purpose, and that is to help attract metals and chelate them and help to remove these metals from your body. This is a huge benefit in terms of body cleansing. Think about how clean your body could be if you use True Pure, and if you use our Ambrotose LIFE product with both our special form of MCP and sodium alginate combined. Wow, you're hitting everything that you need to do to help your body go through its process of cleansing itself. Very cool, very important stuff. All right, and now I'm going to sound like that late night TV announcer. But wait, there's more. In fact, this product comes in two forms. It comes in a bulk form, which is economical. In fact, you're going to find the price point is, I don't know, $2 to $3 more than current Ambrotose. So when you think of all the value that you've already learned about, and the price is only $2 to $3 more, wow, that's a value. We are so pumped up about this at Manatech International Headquarters. I'm personally pumped up about this because I'm seeing the day when everybody on this planet can be using Ambrotose LIFE. That's our goal, everybody. This will do so much for general human health. I'm just loving the idea of this. Well, having this in two forms means we take care of some more requests that you've made over time. We have a convenient form because one of the things that we've heard over the years, can you make it more convenient to take? I don't know what to mix it with. I hate using powders. Can you put it in a capsule or a sachet or something? The problem with putting it in a capsule is economics, because in order to make this powder, because of its atomic weight, in order to make it flow well into a capsule, you have to add flow agents to it, which means most of the capsule is flow agent and not Ambrotose. It's convenient, but it's not economical. Well, now we have our sachets, or slim sticks. Traditionally, Manatech has always recommended 4 grams daily of Ambrotose, whether we're talking about Ambrotose Complex or Advanced Ambrotose. When you have one of these slim sticks, you have your full daily recommendation in one stick. Some of you may want to do more than one stick a day, and certainly you can. It's perfectly safe. But our recommendation is that everyone have 4 grams a day of Ambrotose, and in this case, 4 grams a day of Ambrotose LIFE. It's all in one stick. It's flavored with a citrus flavor technology, which is the same type of technology that we use to make True Pure. Everybody loves the flavor of True Pure, the citrus flavor. So you should hopefully like the flavor of this sachet as well. I like it. I think most people are going to like it a lot. So folks, Ambrotose LIFE. We did the research to answer the questions, to answer your requests, and I think we've fulfilled them all. You have a product that's right for everyone. No more questions, complex or advanced. It's Ambrotose LIFE for everybody. You have more Manipul than the previous 2 products. You can't go wrong there. You've got AmbroGuard, and you can't get AmbroGuard anywhere except Manitech. And then you have the benefits of the modified citrus pectin and sodium alginate. So you help with the detoxification of your body as well. It helps to detoxify chemicals. It helps to detoxify metals. This is huge in terms of a benefit. And you have this product in 2 forms, the economical bulk form, and you also have it in the flavored convenient sachets. And this product is vegan/vegetarian friendly and kosher. So it's everything that the other 2 offered and a lot more. This is the product for the quality of your life, for everyone's life, for every day of your life. It's Ambrotose LIFE.